What we got here? Hoyoverse just destroyed English voice actors. Uh-oh, what
Guys, we've got
happened?
another update in the VA situation, and this one is Guys, we've got another update in the VA situation, and this one is definitely a pretty big, pretty crazy one. So we're here on HoyoLab version 1.7, barrier tiers for the past update details, and in this update, it seems like a number of voice actors for Zenless Zone Zero, that of course being a Hoyoverse game, number of these VAs have been replaced.
Oh
Interestingly enough, taking a look at
shit,
those
they got
VAs, it seems like
replaced.
they were indeed promoting the strike work refusal
Uh-oh.
thing. I'm not saying that
Whoopsies.
is definitively why they got replaced. I'm simply saying that that is additional context. But before we talk about that, guys, we've got to address the controversy that's going on right here on this channel, the feet comment controversy. Because yesterday I got this comment that says, like to make Hirei post his IRL femboy feet. Comment to make Hirei post his VTuber feet. And I was like, bro really posted this 3 days in a row. Cook him, chat. But you know what happened? You guys know what happened? You didn't cook him. You freaking were like, a lot of you guys were liking his comment. And we're like supporting his comment. What kind of backup is that? Look at this. I'm doing my part. Let him cook. Someone go make it, please. He has a point. Hirei, this isn't going well for you, is it? I will fully admit that, yeah, it didn't really go so well. But what I'm not doing is deleting comments. So let me address that right now. Get this controversy out of the way. Because look at this. If you sort by top comments, it says replies 53. But then if you sort by newest first, it goes all the way up to 72 replies. So some people may think like they left a comment and they can't see it, and I'm like hiding the comment or something, but no, it's like something weird with the YouTube guys. 53, 72. I am completely innocent. That said, I guess you guys have spoken and I'll see what I can do about the VTuber feet thing, but like what kind of artist could I even find to do something like that? Like that probably doesn't even exist. But if by any chance it is possible, I will post not on my main account, not on main, definitely not on main.
Wait, he has to
Twitter
post
account,
feet
so
pics?
consider following that for just like general stuff, like VTuber stuff, and then maybe also that other stuff that people were talking about. Anyways, on to the main topic. Oh, I did forget to mention, I'll have that in the pinned comment for today. Now, really on to the main topic.
Uh-oh.
So back over on HoyoLab, check this
Hero
part out.
Hey
Specifically
has
for patch
gone off
1.7
the deep
adjustments
end.
and
Uh-oh.
optimizations. Where
He went on to the
changes for
dark side.
English
He went
voice
on to
actors
the
for
light
agents
side.
Kalinda, Grace, and
He's
Rena,
not a part
and
of the dark
replaces the
side. Sorry.
corresponding voice lines. We can see some
He's a
duality
part of the
in
fucking
media
Jedi.
responses. For example, this user saying,
Fuck them guys.
return all the original VAs and apologize. Collective action is a fundamental human right. Response is reading, you could still delete this, and the VAs are at fault. They decided not to work.
He went with the Pope.
Given these people so much time to either present them agreeable
Getting
terms
Lucy
that don't
and shit.
involve
God damn it.
screwing over the non-union talent.
You
that
are
also
the
working on their
chosen
games,
one here.
or to simply return to work.
You broke
so
it.
let's check this out. As mentioned, get some more information on the involvement that these people may or may not have with the strike / collective work refusal against Hoyoverse. So here's the VA for Kalota. And just scrolling a little bit, we can see, let's see here, gaming awards. Okay, that's
Dude,
not,
the
that's
fact
not
that they
SAG
keep
after
pushing
thing.
this LGBTQ plus shit, it's like, oh god.
That Katie Cofield here retweeted Koi Dao saying, "This is not a union actor versus non-union actor conflict.
Look, we get it. We understand you like to spout LGBTQ plus. Okay, we get it. No one's hating
despite
you.
having no obligation to do so." Well,
You're literally like the most protected class in like America in a sense.
Already made very clear a social
because you guys got a bunch of programs for
the strike and these other
fucking
VAs,
crazy people.
They're gonna get harassed on Twitter or potentially blacklisted, as we saw Shara Kirby talking about. Another one similarly saying, also retweeted by Katie Cofield, of course. Guys, if a non-union game were to flip union, no non-union actors would not be fired. More details in quoted thread, but basically, non-union actors can work on union video games. While, yes, of course, misinformation can spread on Reddit as it can anywhere, the fact is, a lot of these VAs have also been spreading misinformation, and much of it intentionally misleading and manipulative. As for the non-union actor part, well, this goes back to what we were discussing from Joe Zeech's video, where these non-union actors would essentially have to beg SAG not to terminate them and replace them with union talent. And as we've discussed many times, and as you guys know, based off the statements made by SAG executives, based on the policies on their own website, and the disparaging remarks of many of their members on social media, we can't reasonably expect that they're going to treat the non-union actors well. As a matter of fact, the reasonable conclusion is the inverse, that they wouldn't. Katie Cofield had also retweeted some other damage control stuff. As you can see, this is all from like back on March 19th, March 14th, and also the ones we read were like March 26th and respectively also March 26th. This is all stuff that has been refuted time and time again since then. This is like
yeah, they keep freaking out as usual.
As mentioned, as to what you might consider.
And they're like the politicians who keep repeating the same fucking shit nonstop, and it's like, dude, you guys are brain dead.
And Shanha in Genshin Impact. Although it seems like that may no longer be the case. We seem to know that already for ZZZ.
Keep spouting the same
and scrolling, let's see if
non-answers.
Stuff. Oh my
and you're
gosh.
still getting fucked up
this one
by SAG-AFTRA, apparently.
This one was especially interesting. This is the one where Inaris, another VA, had made a tweet that is no longer available because I think she deleted it. Pretty sure that's what happened. But that was the one which, you know what, I'll just go find it and like edit together. Give me 1 second. There we go. This one where Inaris said, hey, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, ZZZEN, we English VAs would love to get back to work. I know the fans miss hearing their favorite characters.
She lied.
Them. Please negotiate with SAG-AFTRA and sign the interim agreement to guarantee AI protections for us. Which the official Twitter account for SAG-AFTRA said what Inaris said. Genshin Impact Honkai Star Rail ZZN will make it easy for you. Here's a link to our interactive video game media agreements. Let's talk soon. Wink. This, of course, being especially interesting given the information that was provided from Joe Zja's video, in which it sounds like the collective work refusal from these VAs is not an official strike through SAG-AFTRA, but then here was SAG-AFTRA trying to put some public social pressure on Hoyoverse.
Yeah, they were just probably trying to create a social movement.
Mentioned in prior videos. Totally my bad for not doing
to try and make it happen.
You click that link,
right?
It takes you to a page on SAG-AFTRA that leads you to two other.
They're probably they're most likely trying to get the court of public opinion to try and side with them.
I really don't think.
Even though I don't think those corporations really fucking care about that shit.
Oh, there you go. It's so easy. Like, no. First of all, there's
especially from Hoyoverse, where they don't care about unions.
Presented to Hoyoverse either, because again, it's all just samples. This is just
I'm pretty sure in Asia, like those countries, they don't have anything.
Are trying to make it look like, oh, it's so easy.
Close to unions, I think. They don't have anything like that.
It's so simple. But in reality, it really doesn't seem to be as simple as
and if they do, it's not the same type of union that these people do over here in America. Over here in America, the union system they do is fucking shady sometimes.
The whole SAG-AFTRA thing, we've actually got to take a look over on Blue Sky, because Little Kribo made a post that I think would make for a perfect segue real quick. Earlier today, Little Kribo had this to say. Actors saying, quote, this strike is about AI protections, unquote.
Yeah, I feel like people forget, like, not everything is fucking...
Fans seem to have decided.
Like, not everything is fucking, right, generalized. Right? Each country has their own set of rules, laws, and how they run their own country. The fact that these people are trying to tell Hoyoverse to do... to force them to do what they want is like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. They're from a different fucking country. Don't give a shit about this stuff here in America.
They were lied to regardless.
I mean, I guess you would. They would care if it's the
Yes, indeed. A lot of these VAs were
right, if it's
saying that the strike is just about AI protections, and the ones that were not
United States branch or whatever, the Western branch.
But since the fandoms have been looking into all this stuff more thoroughly, and we've found that we've been getting misled. Oh, now suddenly they're saying, guys, the strike.
But if it's like the main branch, they won't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, okay.
They're just gonna be like, yeah,
really
right.
funny.
We're not gonna fucking play into this shit.
Doesn't seem to be directly involved with this situation.
You work for us, you fucking weirdo.
Himself into it over and over again, and it's like consistently, in my opinion, at least, making it worse for that side. Like, you gotta wonder, is bro a sleeper cell? Is this just like, is this some like 4D chess he's trying to pull here or something for Hoyoverse? Is this like a secret Hoyoverse agent? I'm kidding. Surely not the case, but it is pretty funny. I think I saw some people saying the same thing about Paimon's VA too, Karina. Like, you gotta wonder about these people sometimes, man. That's how bad their points are. Okay, so we had previously left off on the Twitter account for Chelsea Quokka, the VA or previous VA for Grace Howard, and how she was retweeting SAG-AFTRA's like signal boosting of Inaris's now deleted tweet, trying to get Hoyoverse to making a public tweet at Hoyoverse to try and get them to sign this agreement. Okay, there we go. Better phrasing. And also had retweeted Koi Dao, we can see here, Once again, something else from like back in late March that had been thoroughly refuted by the fandoms. So we've seen how Katie Cofield was retweeting this sort of stuff. Chelsea Quokka was retweeting this sort of stuff. And now that takes us over to Crystal Lee, the third VA from the patch notes for
Oh my
ZZZ,
god.
who
Someone
seems
from
to be getting
Taiwanese
replaced.
America.
You can see also the VA for Chlorine. Once again, my bad for
Oh no, this
mispronunciation.
person's from
Please
Los
correct me in the
Angeles. Oh
comments.
god,
Hopefully I can
we're
remember it, though.
lost. These people.
Let's see if
Any,
there's
I
any
swear to God, anyone, all these people from Los Angeles who do the LGBTQ plus shit, it's like, fuck, dude, run. You don't want to. You don't want to talk to these people. These people do some weird fucking shit. The fucking, I don't know what it is about fucking people from LA, man. Well, once they come to LA and once they get that fucking greed, right? Get the gluttonous greed in them, and they get all fucking lustful, right? It's like, jeez, they're gone, man. These people are gone.
sort of similar stuff going on with this account. Well, yes, indeed. There is a retweet of that same Koi Dao thread. Some of the other retweets we saw earlier were not the first tweet in the thread, but like other follow-up posts from Koi. Anything else here? Let's see. Back on March 26th. Oh, this is an interesting one. Wow. So retweeted John Patton-Wad, specifically retweeting Courtney Lynn, who seems to be another VA there with Atlas, who had retweeted John Patton-Wad. This being the statement John Patton-Wad had made, I believe, after Jacob Takanashi's statement as replacing him for the role of Kenichi. Courtney Lynn had said, sending all the support to John. He is a class act and wonderful actor. Actors deserve AI protections. Bro, minutes
Dude,
after
what
reading
is
the
this?
tweet- Excuse me, the Blue Sky post from Little Kribo, who was all like,
Actors
were
they
never
keep
sated as
talking
just
about AI
protections. We have a
protections
perfect
and
example
shit.
of how they were framing it as just that. We've had so many examples of this, of course,
Oh,
but here's
this-
another one. What perfect timing that is. Oh my gosh, dude. Unbelievable. The best way to support real actors in jobs. Is that like a slight at Jacob Takanashi, by the way, like that framing? The best way to support real actors in jobs
No, I
okay,
don't know, man.
is
These
to
people
let
are
the dev
weird.
companies know.
They're
And
like
also
fighting
don't take
ghosts.
actions that would undermine strike efforts. That definitely, in my opinion,
They're
seems
fighting
like a
their own
jab at
demons.
Jacob Takanashi. And also like non-union
They're
actors in
fighting their
general, because
own
this has been rhetoric from
fears
SAG.
and
Like they literally have a
apprehensions.
page
I don't
on
know.
their website
People are
talking
weird.
about how the union actors are better than those lowly non-union actors. Oh my gosh. Scrolling slightly further, we can see that Crystal Lee had also reposted, retweeted this damage control tweet from Ashley Biskey. And I've only scrolled for like seconds, probably less than a minute on each of these three VA's Twitter accounts, but I think I've seen plenty to, at least in my opinion, come to a reasonable assessment of where they probably stand on all this stuff. Of course, the three VAs I'm referring to being the ones that seem to be getting replaced on Zenless Zone Zero. Now, once again, I'm not saying why they got replaced. I just decided to take a look into some more context on what may be a possible reason, potentially.
Well, I
maybe
mean, they might have
Hoyoverse
been
getting sick
posting
of
this,
dealing
right?
with
They
this
might have
strike or
been in
collective
the
work refusal,
SAG
however you wanna
after
put it.
strike stuff.
Who knows for sure, but it is certainly an interesting update in what seems to be the still ongoing situation. This
I
following
mean, if
right
they
around
were
1 month
adequately
now since
putting
John
out
Patton-Wad was
the work
replaced
that
in
they
the role
were
of Kenichi
given, I mean,
by
they
VA
that could,
Jacob Takanashi.
that
So
could
let
be
me know what you
another
think
reason
about
why
all
they
this
cut.
stuff in the
They
comments.
could have been
Hope you
cut
enjoyed my
because of
coverage. If you
downsizing.
did, please consider liking
They could have.
and/or
Oh well, they could have
subscribing.
been cut
Appreciate
because
ya,
well,
and I'll
that
see you in the
someone is
next one.
willing to do the job better with a different pay amount. I don't know. Lower pay amount. I don't know. I don't know what these people are trying to do. Who knows? Who knows? It's about fear killing. Complaining about fear of AI killing their jobs, only to kept for months silent and then replaced by other human beings, and not AI voice actors, would never stop being funny to me. Yeah, I know that. That too. They keep getting replaced, and yet they keep getting scared about AI. It's like, what? Which one is it? Are you scared of losing your job or losing your job to AI? You just lost your job to another human. Get fucked.